what is the solution set of the equation above? So again, we could use Desmos to do this, but for the benefit of those who want to review their rather refine their algebra skills, I'll do this algebraically, and then perhaps we'll look at this on Desmos as well. But to start off, in solving for x, you want to subtract 4 from both sides first. So we're going to end up having square root of 2x plus 6 equals x minus 1. Now we need to get rid of the square root. So to do that, you need to square both sides. So I'm going to square this left side. And as I do that, I'm going to square the right side. So what happens, the square root and the square cancel. So you end up having 2x plus 6 on this left side. Now be mindful here. Most people want to distribute this exponent. You can't do that. That's illegal in math. You actually have to FOIL this out. So you got to write it twice and FOIL it out. So this FOIL is x squared minus 2x plus 1. And on this other side, you have 2x plus 6. If you're wondering how we FOILed, FOILing is a process whereby you take one digit and you distribute it to both of those. And then you're going to repeat that with the other digit like that, and you combine like terms. So let's do that real quickly. X times x gives us x squared. X times negative 1 is negative x. Negative 1 times x is negative x. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. And then these are like terms. That's where you go x squared, negative x minus x is negative 2x plus 1. And that's how I got this value over here. So now you see we have something that's looking like a quadratic equation. Well, we could use Desmos to solve for this, or you can solve this manually, because I want you guys to refine or review your algebra solving skills. Let's keep using algebra. If you're solving a quadratic, you have to set it equal to 0, meaning we have to move everything to one side. So subtracting 2x from both sides, subtracting 6 from both sides. These cancel, so we end up having x squared minus 4x minus 5. This is our new equation now, equals 0. Now we can factor this. You know, we can use the x method, product, and sum. For those who may recall, product is a times c, sum is the b value. A is the coefficient here, so 1 times negative 5. C is a constant right here, so that's how we get the negative 5. B is the middle term, it's negative 4. So the question becomes, which two numbers do we multiply together to get negative 5? Then when we add those same numbers together, we get a negative 4. If you're thinking negative 5 and 1, you are correct. So now what do we do with those numbers we just found? We are going to set up a parenthesis. The first one will be x minus 5. The second one will be x plus 1. Then you got to solve for each one. So x minus 5 equals 0. Add 5 to both sides. X equals 5 is our first solution. And then repeat that for the other one. X plus 1 equals 0. Subtract 1 from both sides. X ends up being negative 1. So we have two answers. Now you want to look back and notice some answers have just the negative 1. Another one has just the 5. Another one has both answers. And D has 0, negative 1, and 5. So D is an outlier. So D we can just eliminate. Here's the big fact that I want you guys to remember. Anytime you have a square root function, you want to check your answers, because sometimes you get a solution, but it's what's known as an extraneous solution, which means if you plug it back into the equation to check it, it fails. So let's check these. Let's check 5 first. We plug in a 5 into this x and over here. So we will have square root of 2 times 5 plus 6. We add 4 to that. Hopefully we will get 5 plus 3. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 plus 6 is 16. So we get the square root of 16 plus 4 equals 8. Square root of 16 is 4. So 4 plus 4 equals 8. So 8 equals 8. So the first solution checks out. Let's test the second solution we got, which is a negative 1. Again, we're plugging in a negative 1 into here and into this x over here. Let's do it over here. So we will have square root of 2 times negative 1 plus 6 plus 4 equals negative 1 plus 3. 2 times -1 is -2 plus 6. We end up having square root of 4 plus 4 equals -1 plus 3 is a 2. So square root of 4 is a 2. 2 plus 4 equals 2. So 6 equals 2 is a false statement. So you can see -1 failed. The left side did not equal the right. So this is what's known as an extraneous solution. It didn't work. So we only have one answer here, and that's 5, and that's choice B. Now recall, I mentioned that we could very well solve this question using Desmos, which is a lot quicker. How do you do this question in Desmos? Remember, when you have an equation like this, you take the left side and you make an equation out of it. It'll be y equals that left side, put that into Desmos, and then the other equation will be the right side. It'll be y equals that right side. So let's go ahead and enter the left side. Y equals SQRT brings up a square root symbol. 2x plus 6 plus 4. And then the second equation on the right side is y equals x plus 3. Now look at the graph that's formed. Where the two graphs intersect in this system, that's a solution. And these graphs only intersect in one place, as you can see. So the answer here, look, the point of intersection is 5, and our answer was 5. So isn't it a lot quicker to use Desmos?